Greetings to everyone. Myself, Dr. M. Harivanand, working as an associate professor in the Department of Civil Engineering in Mari Lakshman Reddy Institute of Technology and Management. It is an autonomous institution which is located at Dundigal, Hyderabad. I am handling the subject of surveying and geomatics to the second year civil engineering students. Today, we are going to discuss about calculation of area by using coordinates. So, the area using coordinates method, okay, now so these are all used when we are the entire field should be framed with the help of coordinates like x and y coordinates. Okay, that time only these methods are very useful to calculate the area. Okay, when we go for the x and y coordinates, we can call it as a latitude and departures. Okay, so let me enter into the content. Okay, a closed traverse is divided that its area can be computed from the latitude and departure of the lines. Okay, determination of an area of a closed traverse from coordinates is a simple process provided the coordinates of each corner of the traverse are known. Okay, if the traverse are closed, then their coordinates are known, then we can go with these methods. Okay, but there is area using coordinate method, area by uh, meridian distance method, then area using double meridian distance method. Okay, there are three methods are available to find out the area using coordinates method. Now, what is latitude and what is departure, that we can discuss first. What is latitude? Any survey line which is measured parallel to the meridian direction, then the line is called latitude. That means, so this is our north in the compass. Okay, so if the line measured along the direction of north south, then the line or coordinate is called latitude. Okay, then the latitude of the line is positive and it is measured towards northward, then it is said to be northing. Similarly, the latitude is measured towards southing, then it is called, then it is negative and the term is denoted as southing. Similarly, departure. The departure of the survey line is defined as the coordinate length which is measured along the direction of east to west or perpendicular to latitude is called a departure. Okay, or right angles to the meridian direction is called a departure. Okay, when the departure is positive, okay, whatever the measurements we are going to taking is towards easting. Okay, at the time it is positive, and if we are going to measure towards east, then it is called easting. Okay, the departure is negative when we are going to do the measurements towards the west direction. Okay, now, and if you are going to do the measurement along the west direction, then it is called westing. Okay, then first method, that is area using coordinate method. The formula used for this method is area equal to 0.5 into, these are all the coordinates. Okay, now we will discuss here. So 0.5 into, okay, ya, the coordinate at y coordinate at a, and x, that is next coordinate with respect to x, that is xb minus previous coordinate, that is xd. plus YB. So that next coordinate, that is XC minus XA plus YC. So that next is XD with respect to X coordinate minus XB. Similarly, YD. So that the next is XA minus previous is XC. So this is the formula used to calculate the area using coordinate method. So the formula is displayed here. Here this formula is based on the summation of the areas of a series of trapezoids. Okay. Now let we go on to meridian distance method. So latitude and meridian distance method. Okay, MD method, area by MD method. Here the meridian distance of any point in a traverse is the distance of that point to the reference meridian measured at right angle to the meridian in the figure. Okay now, so if I'm going to take point A, okay now, I need the coordinates of my point B as well as point D. Corresponding to that, I have to calculate the meridians. Okay now, that sorry, with respect to their meridians, I am going to calculate the area. Okay now, likewise, I need all the points and their meridians. Okay, meridians in the sense here I am going to use both latitude as well as departures. Okay. So the meridian distance of a survey line is defined as the meridian distance of its midpoint. So first I should take the midpoint. Okay now, so whenever I am going with the point, I need to collect the midpoints. Okay. The meridian distance is also called as the longitude method. Okay. Therefore, the area by meridian distance method is equal to latitude of the line multiplied with meridian distance of the line. Okay, so whereas in sentence we have written here the meridian distance of the line ml, okay, which is equal to m is equal to meridian distance of preceding line plus 0.5 into departure of the preceding line plus 0.5 into departure of the line itself, which means, so if I need the point here, okay now I need the meridian distance of the preceding line since in the sense here, okay now, plus 0.5 into departure of the preceding line, okay now, same line plus 0.5 into departure of the line itself, previous and next line, okay now. So these things I need, okay now, while explaining the problem we must can understand. Next, area by double meridian distance method. Okay. To calculate the area by this method, the latitude and departures of each line of the traverse are calculated. The traverse is then balanced. Okay. A reference meridian is then assumed to pass through the most westerly station of the traverse and the double meridian distance of the lines are computed. Here the westerly station is denotes we are going to use only departures. Okay. So that's why we are calling it as a westerly stations. Now the area by the double meridian distance, which is equal to zero point 0.5 into latitude of the line into double meridian distances, whereas DMD of the line, which is equal to DMD of the preceding line plus departure of the preceding line plus departure of the line itself. So whatever we have discussed in the latitude method, okay, now same we are going to follow here also. Okay, now that is in MD method, whatever we have discussed, same as in the DMD method also. Okay, now we are move on to the problem. Okay, now here they have given the data as follows. That is, the coordinates are given in meters with the first number in the parenthesis being the north coordinate and the second the east coordinate. Compare the area of the given figure using coordinate method. Okay, now they have given the area, so that they have given the coordinates also, the first coordinates. Okay, now in the parenthesis is denoted as nothing. So nothing in the sense nothing but latitude. Okay, and the second one, that is called the easting, that is nothing but departures. Okay, so this is our latitude and departure of the lines. Okay, now for each points we are having like that. So now we have to calculate the area using coordinate method. Okay, let us move on to the problem. So north and east coordinates, so whatever they have given, that we have written like in the form of table. Okay, now the interval has been calculated. How the way? Okay, now this is the originate point. Okay, now so from the originate point, what is the distance, okay, now to the consecutive points that they have calculated, which means here it is the base, so 0, here it is same the base, okay, here also 0. So the difference between these is 50 meter, and here it is 50 meter, and here it is 50 meter likewise. Okay, now they have. Now the area using coordinate method. Okay, so we all know that that is the zero point 0.5 into, we are going to calculate zero point 0.5 into, okay, this is YA, YB, okay, YC, likewise. Okay, X and Y coordinates. Okay, now the formula is area is equal to zero point 0.5 into, first we can take, this is X, so they have mentioned first one is northing, so that is called a Y coordinate, and next one is X coordinate. Okay, so YA XA, this is YB XB, so likewise XC YC XC likewise. So our formula is becomes, if I'm going to take YA, then corresponding to X I have to take next line, that is XB minus previous line, that is XI, plus next to YB I am going to take YB. So the formula is with respect to X previous line XC minus, sorry, next line minus previous line, that is XA, plus next I am going to use YC into, with respect to X coordinates, next to X coordinate, that is XD. So XD minus previous line, that is XB, next to YB into previous XE minus, sorry, next to minus previous XC. then next YE, so XF minus XD plus YF, so XG minus XE plus YG, so XH minus XF, that is next to minus previous, plus YH, so XI minus XG plus YI, so that previous is XA minus XH. So this is the formula. Okay. When substituting the coordinates of x and y corresponding to their points, okay, now we will get the answer. Okay, now so we are getting the total area of 1,57,050 meters square. This is the answer. So next problem. The following table gives the corrected latitude and departures in meters of the sides of a closed traverse ABCD. So that they have given the latitude and departures values with respect to northing and southing, easting and westing. Okay now. So complete its area by meridian distance method, double meridian distance method and coordinate method. Okay now. Let us move on to the first meridian distance method. So what we have done means, first we have to calculate latitudes that should be in a single column. So northing means we have to take it as positive and southing means we have to indicate with the minus sign. Okay. So the first table has been framed, that is plus 108, plus 15, minus 123 and 0. Similarly departures D. Okay. Easting has been taken as positive and wasting has been taken as minus negative. Okay now, so likewise we have to denote the symbol also. Okay now, so we have given, so next we have to calculate zero point 0.5 times of departures. So our departures value has been multiplied with zero point 0.5, so 4 into zero point 0.5 to 249 into zero point 0.5, which is equal to 124.5, 4 into 2, which is equal to 2, 250 minus 257 into zero point 0.5, which gives minus 128.5. Now we have to calculate meridian distance m. So here we have seen that, so the meridian distance of the line, which is equal to meridian distance of the preceding line plus zero point 0.5 into departures of preceding line plus zero point 0.5 into departures of the line itself. Okay now. So for the point A, that is first point. Okay now, we are having only the meridians, that is the distance of meridian departures of meridian line itself. Okay now, so that's why we are going to take whatever the value we got here, same we are going to take it. Okay now, so next line for the line BC. Okay now we are having two things, that is meridian departures of the meridian line itself plus preceding line and next line. Okay now those things we are having, so we are having the already we have multiplied with 0.5, that is half of the amount we have taken. So now for getting this value meridian distance, what the things we have to do means, this 124.5, this is half of the meridian points, okay, plus previous point line and the next line, that is equal to 2, so that we are getting the amount of 128.5 is our meridian distance. Similarly, while coming to this point, okay, now same. So here we are having three things, that is the previous line, this is called 124.5, sorry, 124.5 plus the line itself, that is 2, plus next line. So here we don't bother about the sign, okay now. So we have to take it as positive. So 128.5, which gives the answer of 255. Okay. Now while coming for the line DA, this is the last line. Okay. So we didn't have the preceding line and the next line consecutivity. Okay, now connectivity. So that's why we are taking the values as like it is in the half of the departures. Okay. We have to take this one as a positive. Okay. Now the area is called meridian distance m into latitude. Okay. So 2 into 108 equal to 216. 128.5 into 15, which gives 1927.5. Then 255 multiplied with minus 123 gives minus 3 31,365. Then here 0 multiplied with 128.5 is 0. So by adding all these, we are getting the answer in square meter. Okay, now 29,221.5 square meter is the area using meridian distance method. Next, solution by double meridian distance. So as like it is, we have to calculate the latitude table and departures table. Okay, now when it is northing, we have to take it as positive, and when it is easting, we have to take it as positive. Okay, now when it is southing and westing, then we have to denote with minus sign. Okay, now that we have done here, latitude and departures table. After that, we have to calculate DMD. So what it is means, we have to take like this. The DMD of the line is DMD of the preceding line plus departure of the preceding line plus departure of the line itself. For the first and last point, we are having only the departure of the line itself. Okay now. So in between whatever the line we are having now, for that line only we are having these two things. Okay. So that's why we are taking the same value here. Okay, now for the first line and the last line we are going to take whatever the value of departure, that we are going to take it out. Okay, now but for intermediate lines, that is BC and CD, okay, now we have to add the previous departure and the next departures. Okay, so that 249 plus 4 plus 4, so that we are getting 257. Okay, by adding all these we are getting 257. Similarly, when we come for this line, okay now, so 249 plus 4 plus 257. So we never bother about sign. We have to take it as positive. Then we are getting the value as 510. Now the area is zero point 0.5 into meridian, double meridian distance multiplied with the latitude. So that finally we are getting the answer of 29,221.5 square meter is our answer. So with respect to meridian distance method and double meridian distance method, the area is same. Okay. Only the thing is, here itself we have taken as 0.5 times of departures. But in the case of double meridian distance, while calculating the area, we are going to multiply with 0.5. That is half of the amount we are going to take it. Okay. Next, the same problem using coordinate method. So here we need to assess some baseline, give the baseline. Okay, now that's why we are taking with, along with the latitude and departures line, we are going to take some northing and east coordinates. Okay, now y and x coordinate. That I am going to take it as a round-up value, 100 and 100. So now I have to calculate the north and the east coordinate corresponding to my base point. Okay, so now I am going to add these points. Okay, so 100 plus 108, it will give the answer of 208. And similarly with respect to easting, 100 plus 4, 104. So again 208 plus 15, so that 223. Here 104 plus 249, so that 353. Next, nothing. So 223 minus 123. This gives the answer of 100. And 353 plus 4 gives the answer of 357. Now 100 minus or plus 0, whatever it is 100. Then 357 minus 257. This gives the answer of 100. Now whatever I have taken as base point, okay, now it's the same value I have got, then only my coordinates are correct. Okay, now go to the problem. Okay, now since for the calculation of area using coordinate method, we must in the situation to get the coordinates, then only we can find the area or calculate the area. That's why we have done this independent coordinate calculation, that is northing and easting. Okay, so now our formula will become 0.5 into ya into xb, that is next line minus previous line, plus yb coordinate into x coordinates with respect to next line minus previous line. So likewise, while substituting the coordinates of these values, okay, now from here to here, okay, I can get the value of 29,221.5 square meter. So for the second problem, the values obtained using coordinate method, meridian distance method and double meridian distance method, all having the same value of 29,221.5 meters square. Thank you.